Hi, Shibbler here, and if you haven't seen my face before, if you haven't come across any of my videos, I'm a singer-songwriter, and at the moment I'm struggling with what we seem to have settled on referring to as writer's block. Now, I don't really get on with that term. I don't like the term writer's block because it implies that something's like in the way of you and whatever your creative pursuit is, but I mean, what is the block? What is that block that we're referring to? It's a lack of inspiration, right? That's all writer's block is a combination of a lack of inspiration and a fear of producing work that's saccharine, that's cliche, that doesn't live up to our previous work. But if the block is a lack of inspiration, if not being inspired is what is stopping you from creating, then I feel like no one would ever make anything if that was the case, because those lightning bolt moments where, for whatever reason, something just a light bulb goes off in your brain and you are truly inspired. Those moments are so few and far between. We can't rely on them as creatives, because it would be, like I said, it's unrealistic. We'd never make anything if we relied on those lightning bolt moments of inspiration. I think a lot of people, or including myself, like I think a lot of creatives, when they're faced with this barrier, this block, they tend to pull away. They feel like, oh, okay, it's not happening. I'm not writing anything. I need to go and do something else. I need to go and have some experience. I need to go and find a different creative pursuit to get those juices flowing again, to get that machine to jumpstart that creative machine within you, right? Excuse me. But I don't. For me anyway, if that works for you, great. If those are the things that work for you, then I'm not going to tell you not to do that. Absolutely not. But for me personally, there's only one way that I have ever been able to break through this block, and that is to just work on, to just keep working with the ideas that you have, even if you don't have that faith in them that you do with that you did when you were making your best work. I think the key to getting to the bottom of writer's block, or pushing past it, is to take the ideas that you think are inferior to the ideas that you built your better, whatever you perceive to be your better works off. You take those lesser ideas and see them through to the end, and give them the attention and the passion and the effort that you would give to an idea that you're totally confident in, that you're absolutely proud of or excited about, or whatever. I think it is very important to finish things. I think being able to finish something that you're not proud of or that you're not passionate about, to still see an idea through to its natural conclusion, I think that's a skill. Doing that, pushing yourself to do that, can make you a better writer, or whatever your craft is. I think that's a big part for me of it. I think that's an important skill. I think for me at least, that helps me overcome writer's block by pushing past the fear of producing work that is inferior to things I've done before, and just doing it anyway, because you don't have to share everything that you make. You can just make things and just be grateful for that experience, of just that, accept that is valuable, because I think a lot of creatives are scared to go backwards. I know I am. Sometimes I feel like when I make something that I don't think is up to scratch with other things that I've done, I feel like I'm going backwards. but I need to tell myself sometimes that just because you make something that is bad, that doesn't mean you've gone backwards. You're always learning something. You're always gaining valuable experience by doing what you do, right? And it's that idea of I don't know where this quote comes from actually, but it's something that's stuck with me. I just feel like it's been with me all my life. I actually have no idea where this quote comes from, but you know, there's the idea of if you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward, right? I think that is the key to pushing past writer's block. And so I've done that today, in my state of facing this what we call a block. I've written something. I'm finding that the music isn't coming with the words these days. I'm having trouble putting the music to words, so I just thought, you know what, I'd bin off the music and I just write something. I hesitate to call it a poem. It's more so just a stream of consciousness in which the words happen to rhyme and there's a bit of rhythm to it. But yeah, I'm going to read it to you now. I wrote it in the instruction manual, in the back page of the instruction manual of Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga for the Xbox 360. Okay. I can't see past the fog today. I think that's okay. I think most people get that way sometimes. But there was something that I needed to see today, and I can't see it with all this fog in the way. I'm told that there are ships out there on the horizon, and I'm sure that there are. I don't think I'm being deceived, but I don't see them, so I can't believe. I perceive that something has shifted in me, but what that thing is remains a mystery, and that's the thing that kills you, see. It's a problem you can't diagnose. Inspired is not a sustainable state, you know. Inspiration is a fickle thing. It's not something to be owned, it's a feeling. It's not something you either have or you don't. It's more like a spectrum. You don't just pick up that plectrum and strum those 6 strings until it's all used up and you wait for it to refill again. It's a tool, yes, or maybe an enhancement. But inspiration isn't pen chant, that's you. Your proclivity to create, whether or not inspired, you make things. It's like those ships drifting along the horizon. You know that they're there. You can hear the foghorn sound. It beckons you toward the bay, but you can't see the ships on a foggy day. I can't see past the fog today, but I wrote this anyway. One more thing I want to share, totally unrelated to everything that this video is about. This is one of my favourite things, this pig here. Very important object to me. Has a lot of sentimental value. It sat on top of a monitor in a studio that I built in college with 2 friends 3 years ago. We built a hardware studio in a disused storage room. When we attended music college together, we called ourselves Gerbil. We made an EP in that studio called Trout Jazz. And yeah, when we were building that studio, we were asked to, not asked, sorry, I'm jumping ahead. When we were building that studio, we went down to some charity shops to just buy tap, basically. And you know, just make it feel homey and just decorate it. And later on, once we'd finished our EP, the college asked us they kicked us out. They said we couldn't use the room anymore and they wanted to use it for something, the room that we built the studio in. So we took all our ornaments home, and this was this was one of the 2 things that I took, this piggy bank. And yesterday I dropped it on the floor, and all the pennies that I'd been putting in it for the last couple of years spilled out everywhere, all over the floor. And I got quite sad about it, because once I've decided that an object has sentimental value, I find it difficult to remove myself from that. And the way that it broke, I could quite easily glue it back together. But I think I'm being told to let go, so I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna destroy this properly. I just wanted to memorialize it. You know, I guess I'm still clinging on to it in a way, because I want to just put this in a video just to prove it exists, because I love this thing. This thing is so cool. Yeah, but I mean, when it broke, I counted up all the pennies that were inside it. It was £1.70. So I'm probably going to waddle on down to the pub at some point, to the pub that I work at, to buy a half pint of bitter in its honour. Yeah, I'm gonna kill it now. I'll clean that up.